Hello everyone, this is Post-Commentary Kyrix. Again! Surprise, here I am. Bet you thought you saw the last of me. Well, I kinda hoped you had. Anyway, what you see here is I had used save states, not in a cheaty kind of way, but I'd save state, and then I'd fight a little bit, then I'd save state again, because what I'm trying to do is uncurse the cursed shield and turn it into the paladin shield. And I use save states because I didn't want to overshoot it and unlock it without capturing it on video for all of you. And that being said, the paladin shield is not what it used to be. It's not the same paladin shield that was unspeakably powerful from Final Fantasy VI. It's still powerful, don't get me wrong. It's probably the best defensive shield in the game. It halves damage from the 4 basic elements and absorbs wholly, which is a far cry from absorbing half the elements and ignoring the others, which is what it used to do. It does still teach you Ultima, though, and it is the other item besides the Ragnarok Magicite that will do so. But this video is when I'm going to take it upon myself to start getting stuff done. And without spoiling too much, which I may have spoiled in the other post-commentary videos because I ran out of things to talk about, I do get quite a bit accomplished. I'm very impressed with what I do in this video, even if I'm less than impressed with my ability to keep the freaking microphone on. Anyway, that was me decursing the shield, and here it is, the paladin shield. And I'm going to equip it just so I can show it to you. And it is quite a shield. I'm sorry, 3 of the 4 basic elements. But in reality, it would, like I said, it would have absorb hit points for most of the elements and no effect on the rest. It would just... there's nothing that you'd be weak against anymore, ever. And there's Ultima with a learning rate of 1, just like Ragnarok, so that if you turned Ragnarok into a sword, you wouldn't be denied Ultima, you know? That being said, decursing that shield is a whole ordeal in and of itself. So now, I'm gonna get ready to start going on a little trip. Yeah, little trip. So, the real question is, who do I want to use, you know? So many ponies to choose from. But what I was doing right there was showing off the fact that I was grinding, as I said I would, everyone up to around level 40. I think I missed out on Pinky, Derpy, and someone else. Because basically what happened is I had so many unicorns and alicorns in the party initially, and they all hit level 40, and I didn't have room left to do any more, you know? So, without the unicorns and alicorns to cast spells, I couldn't grind the others up very much, and it just wasn't worth it anymore. But what I was doing there was restoring the MP for all my unicorns. Because for some reason this game doesn't just do that. With Final Fantasy VI, when you restore MP on people like, say, using a tent or sleeping in an inn, it does all the people on the airship too. This game doesn't for some reason. So anyway, here's my traveling party for the near future. Come on. Don't be so indecisive, Kyrix. Choose a 4th pony. Now, I'm sure there's a reason... There we go. Scootaloo. Now, the reason I brought Scootaloo along is because it's time for that cute little filly to earn her dragon slaying cutie mark. That's right, friends. We're going dragon slaying. We're going on a dragon hunt, and it will be glorious. Now, what I didn't realize at the time is I did something stupid. I brought Twilight. The reason that's stupid, the first dragon I choose to go after is the Dirt Dragon. His whole gimmick, and each dragon, I believe I mentioned this against the Blue Dragon, each dragon now has a gimmick, in addition to everything else. And a whole bunch of new attacks on top of that. The Earth Dragon's gimmick is he basically have Trixie's unicorn power active all the time, so if you cast a spell, regardless of what it is, it will go to him and become MP for him. So, and you may notice that I have Twilight geared up to be just this magical juggernaut, which will be absolutely useless against the Dirt Dragon. Sadly, I will not realize this until the very last minute, and then have to go out and get back to the airship. Oh, the blue ribbon down there? I don't know if I mentioned, I don't think I did, because that probably happened in my off-screen grinding. But that was stolen from a Brachiosaurus. I was trying to get the item that in Final Fantasy VI is called the Economizer, which is nowhere near as good in this game. But I was trying to get that, but it kind of didn't happen. I got the ribbon instead, which, nothing wrong with the ribbon. The ribbon's awesome. The ribbon prevents all but one status ailment, that ailment being condemned. Now, what I'm doing is I'm trying to go and find an item called the Gaia Gear, which in this game is called the Earth TM Vest. So, I'll find it pretty soon, but I gotta hit off a lot of shops to do so. I think it's like the 4th shop I go to. Now, in the original, I believe the Gaia Gear would absorb Earth, such things like Quake, or at least reduce it to 0. In this, I have to settle for only taking 50% damage, but yeah. Still, it's worth it for the Earth Dragon, or the Dirt Dragon, rather. Now, like I said, I will be trying to wrap up a whole lot of, not a whole lot, I will be trying to wrap up all of the character story arc quests before I finally beat the game. I'm going to try and do as much of the side stuff. I won't be doing much in the Colosseum. There might be a couple items I want, but chances are I'm not going to mess with it. There are just so many variables to the Colosseum and so many things you can do, and it's just... it would take me... I could do 20 videos just in the Colosseum. You know? Or at least 3, and that's way too many. I mean, I could spend multiple videos just earning things in the Colosseum or showing you how, you know? I don't think I'm going to mess with it at all. Just saying, but, for some reason here, it occurs to me, oh, there's shops in Canterlot. It doesn't occur to me, however, that they're item and tool shops. So this trip's a complete waste of my time. So yeah, what you see here is just me doing something stupid. But hey, me doing something stupid is the whole reason half of you watch these videos anyway, right? Right. So here we go. Get another stop on my world tour, all to get a new top. I think my rarity fanboyness has rubbed off on me. I seem rather obsessed with completing this outfit. Okay, come on. Here we go. Much better. And finally found what I was looking for. You passed it, genius. There it is. 50% damage reduction of earth and water, which is what I never expected. I had to go get one of those little Minute Maid juice pops because my throat was getting a little bit scratchier and I wanted something other than water to try and soothe it. And orange juice tends to help, and so do orange Minute Maid pops. And this is so cute. I really think I'm going to fight the Dirt Dragon with this party. Doesn't even occur to me what an idiot I'm being until right here. Absorbing every spell. Think about it. Think about it. There you go. That's right. Absorbing every spell. Every spell. Make the connection. Yup, right there. It suddenly hit me. Wait a second. Twilight. Unicorn. Magic. Absorb. Now, I want to bring up one other thing. Actually, I'll wait until I get back there to bring it up, but it's kind of worth mentioning. Kind of one of those fridge brilliance moments if you think about it. And if you don't know what that means, look it up on TV tropes. It's kind of interesting. But I'm going to do this just to de-equip Palador. It's funny, I went through all the trouble of bringing Palador along, and I don't think I ever actually use him in this fight. Palador... Alright, you've seen me use the Soar ability. It's kind of like that. Palador is this giant bird who swoops down, picks up your whole party, and drops them on the enemy. The idea being to get me off the ground, you know? But anyway... Now, I want you to think for just a moment what the whole point of this game has been. Why it's been such a big deal that Twilight do things. You know, Twilight and Trixie, what their whole deal is. The fact that they were unicorns with magic, as opposed to just simple unicorn tricks, like every other unicorn in this game supposedly has. Now remember, we supposedly have the only 4 magical unicorns in the whole world, and the only 3 spellcasting alicorns, right? Right. Let that sink in for a minute. Now right here, what does he say? He's absorbing every spell we're casting on. How are they casting spells? That's been a huge plot point, and even still, even if this were the Final Fantasy VI version, which he doesn't have that ability in Final Fantasy VI, we were the only people there that cast spells, so how... Ugh. Just why? Yeah, his gimmick's kind of a double gimmick in that, A, he absorbs spells, B, he dances at me because that's one of the many Scootaloo dance steps you will see used against us. Here's another one. And that's when it occurs to me, oh yeah, spell's absorbed. I hate that spell. I could break that spell just by floating, but if I do that, he does some weird gravity trick that not only slams me back into the ground, but does massive damage. Even more so if I happen to be floating at the time. Now, it's important that Celestia basically lives on Golem duty. Because if she doesn't, exceedingly bad things will happen when he hits me. Now, for those wondering why she's doing that, I equipped the Wonderbolt badge on her. But yeah, you may have noticed that from when Golem absorbed it, but that Horn Tusk attack of his does a ridiculous amount of damage. Likewise, you might be wondering why my whole party is glowing yellow like that, with the safe status ailment. Well, status buff, I suppose. And that threw me for a while until I realized, oh yeah, that must be an effect of the Earth armor, the Earth vest, and it is. In addition to everything else, it doesn't tell you, but it casts safe on you. Between that, and our Earth and water absorbing gear, and the fact that I have Reiki and the med kit, this fight's kind of a cakewalk. Had I not ground up those levels, had I stayed level 26, 28, whatever, when I fought him, he'd have freaking curb stomped me. He'd have destroyed me. But level 40 makes all the difference in the world, because now I have the hit points to survive his initial attacks. Yeah, look at that. 1,800. That's well over half her hit points. Just gone. Look at that. Look at that. He almost one-shotted her. And her. Keep in mind, they have safe cast on them because of their armor. If they didn't, they'd both be dead right now. Period. Full stop, no saving throw. Dead. So it kind of matters. Just like Scootaloo's dead. They too would be dead. I love that Golem's steam powered. I don't know why, but I just love it. It amuses me endlessly. And thus only Luna is left alive. Yeah, I was gonna use an elixir. I'm like, no, I have all these Granny Smiths that I never use. Let's use one of those. Granny Smiths take the place of an X potion, by the way. Don't know quite why I started with Lauren Faust, but it might have just been going down the line, you know. Yeah, by this point, I'd starting to get my timing down a lot better with the blitzes, to the point where it's no longer an automatic fail every time I attempt one. And in that case, I'm pretty sure she was equipped with the ice shield, and that's why she absorbed that instead of taking damage. Yeah, I started to soar, and then I'm like, wait, let me heal first, and then I can soar. Nope, don't do it! Oh wait, this is me, testing to see if it works, if he'll absorb the osmos. The answer is yes, he will. He absolutely will. See, that only backfired completely. But it doesn't matter, because he's dead now. So, that's 2 dragons down. I'm counting the blue dragon from a previous video, by the way. But 2 dragons down, 6 to go. Best night ever indeed. Who's next on the hit list? Oh, that one. Yeah, for some reason I was... Oh, that's why. I remember now. I stopped to second guess what I was doing, because the next dragon on my list is the Ice Dragon. The Ice Dragon has Reflect cast on it permanently. So it very much behooves me, again, not to bring Twilight Sparkle. This will actually turn around and bite me in the ass with the next dragon because I forget to bring her with me when I actually should. But now we're going to go to the most hated place there is. Or no, that's the next dragon. Well, this place is still pretty hated, but that's neither here nor there. Hey, take a look at Celestia's MP. You might want to do something about it. Oh, no, wait. I'm not going to waste a thing on that. Never mind. I remember. It's scooter time. I forgot. Naish has the training school with its bucket of awesome. Almost as awesome as a bucket of Kentucky Fried Scootaloo. Oh, come on, Kyrix, do not get a craving for KFC. You spent enough money this month on Long John Silver's. Good food, but dear lord is it expensive. My food costs about $20, but then again, I get the big family meal so that I have food for like 3 days. You know? Heck, the 2 sides that I got with it were fries. That alone had me fed for most of the day. So it's not like it wasn't money well spent, but God, it's hard to justify that kind of money on fast food, you know? Really? Run, little ponies, run! Scurry, flee! Put those hooves to work, little fillies. I love that I hit fast forward when I wasn't doing anything. Now, in case you're wondering why I didn't bring a wall ring, because I had attempted this on a previous recording that failed because I didn't want to die. And I realized that he was going to do that, so yeah. But it just amazes me with how strong these dragons are, and I made the Dirt Dragon look easy, but he's not, unless you really level up. But, yeah, it's just... This is what happens when you level up and come prepared to fight these things with what they're weak against. Or at least, come prepared to fight against them strong in what they use. Now there's a neat little thing I didn't realize that Golem will do. He follows up Freeze with an attack that shatters. Golem will block that attack. Yeah, look at that. 5 grand he would have hit for. And I think some of that might have actually bled into Scootaloo. Now that I think about it. If it didn't, so sue me. I'm barely paying attention. I'm trying to think of something to say. And I love that she's frozen solid, but could still work her shield. And that's how you deal with Freeze. You set people on fire. Preferably with a low-level fire spell so that it doesn't hurt, you know? And that, of course, is me hitting the wrong pony, because that's how I roll. Well, I think Luna actually has frost coming off of her. Or icicles, rather. Get him, Scootaloo! Now, Freeze has the downside of casting slow on me, so how do you fight slow? Haste 2, that's how. God, I love Palador. Even if I don't actually use him. And like I said, I will try to make it a point to use every single Esper except Odin once. And why not Odin? Well, number 1, he's got the same basic attack as Raiden. Number 2, I don't have him anymore. I upgraded him already, but, yeah, that right there sucked. That's stupid. That should not have happened. But I will try, before I go after Discord for the final time, to show off every single Esper's ability, and try and give some kind of semblance of what they do. And yes, I will be including Espers that I have used before. For example, you've seen me use the hell out of Golem, you will see Golem again. You will see Zone Seek, you will see even Crusader, even the dreaded Crusader will be shown. I don't think it'll be powerful enough to hit me at the level I'm at to kill me, but I'm gonna save beforehand, just in case. But yeah, it's gonna be the all-unicorn power hour, as I show off every single Esper with all my unicorns. And Scootaloo is tearing this guy up. But again, she is equipped with the most powerful weapon in the game, so what do you expect when you get right down to it? Have I mentioned how broken Celestia is since she can summon Golem at will? I think it's funny, the guy took so many steps to nerf magic, to make magic harder, to make it harder to stop elemental attacks, and then he gives Celestia the ability to infinitely summon Golem as long as her MP holds out. I mean, that's epically missing the point right there. But, nonetheless, and I want to point out that even though he's giving me some trouble, as near as I can remember, there's really never a point, there's never a point where I was actually in real danger from him, not like I was with the Dirt Dragon. Of course, by this point I'm feeling real cocky and really good about myself, So naturally, I have to be taken down a notch. Law of averages and such. See, the sad thing is, it's right there. There we go. Magic shields, look at this. These things are amazing. They're probably even more amazing in the original game. But, yeah, these things will shrug off damn near anything. And to be perfectly honest, I'm highly considering doing a Final Fantasy VI Let's Play. Not now. Not even after 4. I'm going to do 9 before I do 4. Or before I do 6. But, I might do one of this. I really might. Or, yeah, Final Fantasy VI. But, I think the only boss I'm going to cheese out on if I do that is going to be Doomgaze, because he's such a pain in the ass to track down. No, it's up. There it is. Grab that scooter. Scootaloo! And warp to safety. And avail myself of the free healing one more time. Now, you've watched me pretty much steamroll through this video, so how about a little failure? That sounds fun, right? A little failure, perk this video right up. I think that's just what the doctor ordered, don't you? Next, we're going to tackle the Storm Dragon, which exists in the single most evil place in the world, Los Pegasus. I hate this town, I hate this town, I hate this town. I don't care that I have the scooter, I still freaking hate this town. Yup, that's right, save before the boss. Now, gimmick. This one's gimmick, I don't know if it does this in the original or not, but it's the closest thing to a gimmick I found. This guy's gimmick is he'll attack like 8 times in a row, physically. To the point where he'll even bleed Golem dry. You cannot avoid getting hit by this guy. It just happens. Golem will block 5 or 6 of the attacks, the rest are getting through. But, yeah. And there's the button that I need to press. Right there. There it is. Okay. I know I'm saving a lot, but trust me, you don't want to... You can't oversave against these dragons. It just... They're... You don't want to take chances with them. I am a little curious how he got in the chest, to be perfectly honest. By the way, those are Fee's bears. Fee's treasure-stealing bears. Of course, he's going to start off with Whirlwind, which decimates your hit points. And another dose, because the first one wasn't good enough, damn it. I'm looking for Life 2 and Cure 3, and they're not there. Now, it's around this point when I realize, oh yeah, I was supposed to have Twilight for this. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, 8 attacks. Yeah, in a couple minutes, I will start mentally making the note that this is impossible without Twilight. Specifically because she has the gold tiara with her. I don't need Twilight per se, but I need the gold tiara, and Twilight's got it right now. And I'm going to have to go to the airship anyway to get it, I may as well bring Twilight along. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I physically can't keep up with this. It's too much. He doesn't hit excessively hard, but he hits so often that it doesn't matter. Because by the time he's done, especially after a whirlwind, by the time he's done, I got nothing. And he'll pair those whirlwinds, so all I've got left is Scootaloo, and Scootaloo can't survive the frickin' rampage. In case you're wondering why Scootaloo is immune, the Thunder Shield is immune to wind power. Which, that's actually kind of a crappy immunity in 90% of the circumstances, but when you get right down to it, this is one of the circumstances where it's not that crappy. Yeah, at this point I just gave up and let it happen. That was failure number 1. There will be more. And the reason I'm fast forwarding here is because I don't want you to have to watch me do all that over again. For some reason I wanted Twilight to have that sword. I don't for the life of me know why. Probably because I just figured that's Twilight's sword. It's the one she got from Sakura. I'm weird like that. Sometimes I'll just assign a weapon. For example, even though Apple Bloom and Rainbow Dash and I think Applejack can all use the Atma weapon, the ultimate weapon, to me that's Scootaloo's weapon. So she's the one who uses it. What am I up to now? Oh, that makes sense. Also, it's worth mentioning each dragon also drops something awesome. So if nothing else, it's worth your time to kill all the 8 dragons just to get the awesome thing they drop, in addition to Crusader, who gives you the last of your spells. And here comes attempt number 2. With all these failures, I should be made a honorary Cutie Mark Crusader. Note, he will always start off with Whirlwind. If I had any sense, I would have given that shield to Twilight. Also, with Twilight in the party, Lauren Faust now has Cure 4. And a quick scan. Now, notice hit points and note that puny amount of MP. It's more than I could conceivably have, but it's still a lot lower than every other boss I've been up against at this point. And while I don't think I pull it off on this attempt, it's very easy to rasp him to the point where he has no magic anymore. And to be honest, when I finally get him down, I cheese the crap out of him. I managed to screw it up a couple times, but I just completely make this guy a joke. Of all the dragons, if you can survive his initial onslaught and rasp him down to no MP, he's effortless to beat. He really is. Once his MP runs out, if you're prepared, and I am, he's not even a challenge anymore. If I'd thought ahead, I could have rasped him out completely in one turn. Yeah, that was me scanning to make sure that that my rasp failed because it failed and not because he was out of MP. Because he was very much not out of MP at all. And unfortunately, Lauren copied Soar instead of what she was supposed to copy. Whatever that was. Or no, I was trying to fight using Lauren. And, yeah. I still don't know what this is supposed to be. I think it's supposed to be a defense buff or something. Man, that hits hard. God, he's determined to kill her, isn't he? That was one of those immensely rare moments when everything worked at once, you know? Where he never got the hit he needed in edgewise. Unfortunately, he got it there. And there. And that's that. Attempt number 3. Attempt number 4. Isn't this fun? This is where I start to cheese him out. This is where I decide that I've had enough of his crap, and this is all going to end right now. I don't like that in this version of the game that spells like that can miss. Quick, when you understand what it does, can easily become one of the most broken spells in the game, especially when you pair it with something like the gem box, or in this case, the gold tiara. If I ever do Final Fantasy VI for real, then you will see it in its full glory when I use the economizer, because the economizer utterly breaks it. In this game, I think it reduces it down like 25% or something. In reality, the economizer makes every spell cost 1 MP, so I will Ultima the crap out of things until they're dead. Yep, this is what it looks like when you completely cheese a boss. I'm not sure where she learned to spell from, to be perfectly honest. I think she got it from her equipment somehow. And this is when it finally occurs to me that, uh-oh, I've finally taken out all his MP. Sorry, big guy, you're all out. Yeah, at that point I noticed that, hey, that seems to be an alicorn thing, protecting everyone, you know? Because Luna does that too, without any kind of relic. She just does it, you know? Now what I'm going to attempt to do... No, that's not what you want. Oh, yeah, it is this time. Is, use Vanish to make it so he can't connect with his physical attacks. I'm going to do a couple things that's going to screw that up. I'm actually going to have to cast Vanish on my party like 3 times to make it stick. But once I finally get everyone invisible, I just totally cheese the guy, you know? There literally is nothing more he can do to me at that point. Yeah, this is it suddenly occurring to me, hey, wait a second, won't this reset it? Yes, it will. Whatever that does, the wind wall. And then I accidentally cast Golem again, much to my annoyance. See what I mean about this taking a couple of attempts? And of course, using an item breaks it again. Or no, in this one it doesn't break it, so I have to frickin' re-vanish myself again. So yeah, it's kind of a long, winding road, but I eventually get where I'm going. And now, there's nothing he can do. He's out of MP, so he can't magic me out of this. He doesn't throw anything. All he can do is physically attack, and my invisibility makes that impossible to do. See? At this point, I was just so excited that this actually worked that I just started yelling, "Suck it, dragon!" And suck it he did. It's at this point that I honestly wish I had Berserk Rings, because that would have been just the perfect cap for this. Go, Lauren. You too. Come on. Soar with the chicken. Such a powerful little creature. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nothing for you, Storm Dragon. Nothing at all. And he's going down pretty hard. One last peek at his hit points. And yes, for the record, I'm pretty sure this is the team I'll be taking on all of the final dragons with. And he's just about done. So let's finish this, shall we? And he's done. And with that, I've literally killed half of the 8 dragons. Which is a hell of a thing. And that drops the magic armor. The magic armor does what now? It's pretty good, especially when you pair it with the magic shield. Like, oh, she can't use it. Who can use it? She can use it. For those who couldn't guess, the next dragon on my list is the red dragon, for which I will need some fire immunity. Anyway, we're going to call it there. This has been Post-Commentary Kyrix for Let's Play Pony Fantasy VI. See you next week. Goodbye.